I bet this title brings up some memories. Remember when I read Dipper Goes Taco Bell? Apparently this is the spin-off. Let's get right into it while I still have some sanity left. I'm already pissed. I'm already pissed before I read this because I'm ready. Cheers. I took a swig before cheers because fuck the source sometimes. It was a bright, sunny day. Mabel Pines was sitting under a tree reading a magazine. So what you doing? Dipper greeted. You should really explore the forest. There could be some clues out there. Mabel groaned. All she can think was having boyfriends. Not now, Dips. I'm having a bad mood today, Mabel said. You see, I'm looking some tips for making a boyfriend. Oh, the grammar's already pissed me off. I'm realizing the parallel with this next one. Well, I noticed that since the past few days, Dipper said. But Uncle Stan is taking us to the diner this afternoon. Yeah, go ahead, replied Mabel in a tired voice. I hope you don't get killed. Dipper slapped her cheeks to wake her up. Which ones? It didn't work because she was depressed. Well, if you don't want to come, you can always go to Wendy's. It's located far east of the forest, said Dipper. Why am I giving Dipper such a manly voice? Hello, this is Dipper. This is I. Okay, I'm making this funny. I'm making myself pissed off with my own work. Mabel brightened up and smiled. She's been craving a... What the fuck? Pardon. What's this? She's been craving a salad since... Period. And then it switched to subject matter, so I know you weren't messed up fucking... Shay and Wendy's before when she and Dipper were still in school. She liked the burger there since she never ate... Since she never ate Wendy's once in Gravity Falls, she's looking forward to eat there. Let's go to Wendy's, Mabel cried. Wendy's! I heard the scent of that... I heard that the scent of the diner sounded... fuck me! I heard that the scent of the diner smelled horrible. Boy, I'm starving already. I really want to go to Wendy's, Mabel pleaded. Stan sighs and gives her a pat. What the fuck is... Why... They're drawing so many parallels. I get it. Okay. Stan sighs and gave her a pat. Okay, I'm recording. I was so pissed. I was so pissed when I was actually recording. Okay. You can go to Wendy's. You can go to Wendy's anytime. But don't come back crying to me when you smelled like horrible salad sauce. I will, Grunkle Stan, Mabel said enthusiastically. Now go, but one condition. Come back as soon as possible or I'll let Dipper fetch you up. Why is that a punishment? Children fighting? I can sell this. Child pornography? I can sell this. Sorry. I'm just trying to make this one a bit more less me punch and shit. This one? Okay. I understand, Mabel said. She hurriedly went outside and almost tripped with the boxes laying down on the floor. Ha 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 ha! Laughed Uncle Stan. Dipper also chuckled along with him. It's not something Dipper did. I'm gonna stop interrupting from this point out. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass hunger right now. Dipper and Grunkle Sam went to the diner while Mabel searched for Wendy's. She brought her compass and a few bucks along with her. Finding the restaurant in the deep woods is harder than she thought, but since Dipper got the direction and she had the compass, it was easier. Ouch, Mabel yelped. She scraped her knees when she tripped on a log. Soon she found the restaurant in no time. She went inside and found a couple of people eating. It was a big one, yet it was quite empty because about 76 people were eating. Bro, that's a lot of people eating at one Wendy's. Sorry, I'm sorry. Keep interrupting. I want to die already. She went to the counter to order a cheeseburger. Sir, I would like to order a junior cheeseburger. Excuse me, what? The cashier said. I would like to order a junior cheeseburger. That'll be $1. Anything else? I would like a Mountain Dew also, Mabel added. She found her seat and waited for the food. When it arrived, she smacked her lips and took a bite of the burger and sipped the drink. Yum, Mabel said to herself. Suddenly her bladder became full and went to the nearest restroom. She spotted it, but she has to go and pass the chairs. When she entered the bathroom, everything was clean. It was untouched by people. She saw someone dressed in black holding a stinky paper bag. She didn't care about him as she didn't care about him as she left the room. So did she leave the bathroom, or did she... When Mabel entered the stall, she burst and wet her underwear before she could undress and sit. Oh dear, Mabel said. She blushed in embarrassment, even though she's alone. She removed her panty to dry it. Now I'm trapped in here. I can't leave the stall with a wet panty or leave without wearing... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do it in the voice. Now I'm trapped here. I can't leave the stall with wet panty or leave without wearing one. As she stared at her slit, her curious little finger went inside the hole and started moving it slowly. She wiggled it and became aroused. Her body shook and she slightly uttered sound. Ah, Mabel moaned. It took minutes for her to wiggle her pussy. She soon cummed and it made her finger wet. What's this? Mabel asked herself. She rubbed both her fingers, examining the strange goo. She smelled and tasted it. It smelled horrible, but when she tasted it, it tasted better than Smile Dips. I'm going to take a moment to interrupt this. Smile Dips is basically the fun dip of the Gravity Falls universe. It's basically drug-induced because of how old and out of style it is because of the sugar. I want more! Mabel yelled and laughed crazily. She went to hardcore masturbating. She continually wiggled her privates and cummed. The more she wiggled faster, the more cum produced. When she rested a bit, she went on the floor like a baby without a diaper. She took off the rest of her clothes to splash in her own urine. More! More! She cried. She licked her dirty hands and felt more aroused. Her hair became stinky as ever since she took a dirty bath. What the fuck? Okay. Mabel sat down and noticed her underwear floating in the pool of urine. She licked it and felt more aroused. She began... Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, so wait, let me say. The first one is, let me just analyze this, please, real quick, so I don't have to make a second video. Dipper goes to Taco Bell. Jizz and feces. This is Mabel goes to Wendy's. Vaginal secretion and urine. Alright, let's get back to it. And presumably blood, I guess, because you can't really have a different player level. She began drinking her urine. She forgot everyone in Gravity Falls. Grunkle Stan, Dipper, she completely forgot them. All she wants is her piss. Mabel insanely laughed. She drank her urine and pissed continually. Soon the lavatory was flooded. Mabel saw the toilet. She flushed it and continued drinking her own urine and licking her cum. She'd gone totally insane about her urine. She was aroused so much she forgot who she was, where she lived, and numerous times she hit her head on the stall door. Her brain could have probably been damaged. Instead of drinking her urine, she rolled in it. She rolled with it again. More! I want more! Mabel shouted to herself. She started drinking the toilet water. She licked her lips and pissed. No one dared open the door since everyone was creeped out with her noise. So many people can hear what's going on and nobody's saying, yo, stop this. Okay, let's get back to it. Her tummy started growling and soon released crap. She stared at the brown crap floating in her urine and ate it. It tasted so good. Soon she ate all of it. Oh, nope. We're back to the feces. We're back to the scat fetish. That was so good, Mabel exclaimed. She pissed again and released crap, but this time it was watery. She ate them and stuffed some in her slit. She rolled in the dirty flood. And she got covered with her feces. After rolling on her urine, she banged her head again. But she did it too hard. She banged her head against the cemented wall and she bleed. Blood dripped into her head, and she grabbed a scoopful and tasted it. It tasted like rust, and she liked it. However, that didn't stop her from panicking. She tried to find a way to stop the wound. And fortunately, she couldn't. More blood came out of her head. And that's where she started crying for help. Help! Help! I damaged my head! Mabel cried. No one came to rescue her. While trying to reach the door, she slipped and fell on the floor. Urine and feces seeped inside her wounded head, and she screamed in pain. She can't stand up because her body became disabled. Mabel drank the blood and urine on the floor. She asked, wait, her crap. She tried to reach the door, but there's no use. She was soon surrounded with blood after 5 minutes. Help me! Mabel cried for the last time. She stared at the white ceiling, breathed her last breath, and died. As a mystery shack, Dipper was extremely worried with Mabel. He went to Wendy's to fetch Mabel. He went to Forest to find her. However, he took longer than Mabel went. When he arrived, he saw a once-bitten cheeseburger and a half-full drink that was surrounded by flies. He knew it was Mabel's. He went to the women's restroom. He was shocked to see a naked, lifeless corpse of Mabel's. No! Dipper cried. The bathroom was stinkier than ever. He soon dared to step on the urine, and it soaked his shoes. He saw the corpse's mouth was foaming. Oh, Mabel, Dipper whispered. By staring at his surroundings, he became aroused. He undressed and kissed her sister's cold lips. Is this trans Dipper universe? Is this femme Dipper universe? What do you think this is? When he pulled out the kiss, he enjoyed it. He kissed her some more. Soon it became passionate. It became a French kiss. He got aroused and decided to fuck with the corpse. Maybe we make love until we die, Dipper mumbled. He inserted his dick into her slit. He thought of Mabel alive. He started thrusting. Every time he thrust, tears of odd feelings came to Dipper's face. He was both happy and sad. He can't understand the odd feeling. He cummed inside the corpse. There was no use, but he enjoyed it. When he was finished, he broke down. He lay down on the urine and feces and held her lifeless hand. Mabel, if only you were alive. Dipper said, that voice crack. Get out of here, message. Not now. Not now. Not now. You're on my video. For shame. For shame. You know who you are because I'm going to send you a link to this. For shame. For shame. Oh, hand back. Okay. Oh, that voice crack though, Mabel, if you were that. He imagined Mabel hugging him. He thought of the good days there. He decided to live in the bathroom just for Mabel. He grabbed a scoopful of his feces and remembered getting diarrhea in the bathroom. Get the fuck out of here! Shit. Eat my wiener! Please, no more. I'm really upset right now with this person, but I'm gonna keep hitting the video just so I can embarrass the fuck out of them. Because I love them. That is the bae right there. That is the boo. So yeah. Let's get back to this. So, I remember that time, Dipper mumbled with his face disgusted. Back in the forest, no one spotted Dipper. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to tell them about this before I publish this now. I love them though. So they get a free pass. If these messages are even popping up, and this recorder could just be really good and I have it pop up. But I could also be really wrong and have to explain this later on. But okay. Back in the forest, no one spotted Dipper or Mabel and has reported to be missing. Stan hoped they would come back, but they didn't. A few days later, Dipper struck AIDS while living in the bathroom. He also got tuberculosis for being exposed to cold. So, sis, are you alright? Dipper asked as he coughed. There's no one there to help him. He wanted to look out for his sister, slowly rotting. Dipper grabbed a scoopful of his own shit and started eating it. The only thing he was eating to survive. He ate it. He started jerking off. Suddenly someone went inside. It was the person wearing all black. So, looking out for your dead sis, huh? The woman said in an eerie voice. He yelped and stopped jerking off. Soon he started trembling. Dipper started stuttering. No, ma'am. I... So you're not going to dress up? The woman interrupted. Dipper stuttered. Every day I've seen you doing incest on your sister. The woman said, You enjoyed it. You ate nothing but comet and shit. How do you know? Dipper stammered. There's a security camera, you idiot, the woman shouted. Dipper wet the floor and curled up. He coughed blood and licked it. I see you like the blood your tuberculosis coughed, the woman said. The woman wiped the blood off his cheek, but he shoved her off. Don't touch me, shouted Dipper. Oh, really? Oh, I know I didn't say it right. Oh, really? The woman said rather seductively as she pulled out a rope. Oh, now the story's getting good. Dipper's eyes widened upon seeing the rope. Shut the fuck up, air freshener dispenser. Look at that thing. That thing behind me is guilty. No, please don't do this, Dipper begged. The woman did not respond, and she tied him up. We're going to have fun. She's wearing a mask? Okay. Without warning, the woman slashed Dipper's tongue off and he yelled. She pulled her mask off a bit and gave him a kiss, lapping off the blood dripping from Dipper's mouth. Dipper looked in disgust, but his eyes widened as the woman started shredding the skin of his delicate thighs with a scalpel. He groaned as his thighs were being scraped. He started yelling. The muscles in his left leg was being shredded. How do you like that? How do you like that, huh? The woman said mockingly. All that were left in his leg were bones, and he started crying in the sight. Want some more? She asked. Dipper shook his head, but that didn't stop the woman. She started cutting his hips slowly as Dipper squirmed. She took both of his kidneys and dropped it in a bag. She kept cutting until his ribs were shown. Dipper coughing some more blood as tears streamed down his cheek. To his cheek. What really horrifying that the woman pulled out his intestines and he screamed. Shut up, will ya? She roared. She mercilessly cut open his throat and pulled out his vocal cord so he won't scream anymore. What shall I cut next? The woman pondered. With her scalpel, she sliced his head and removed his scalp. Dipper closed his eyes, feeling weary. However, he awoke 5 minutes later when he felt a blade shredding his right cheek. Enjoying it? The woman said. He couldn't speak anymore and gave a slow shake of the head. She proceeded shredding his face muscles, and she started chopping his dick into pieces before proceeding to castrate him completely. Your dick is so good, she said as she placed them in the bag. Dipper weakly looked at the woman. Then she smiled slyly. I'm going to kill you, kid. Any last words? She asked. Dipper closed his eyes, praying for death. The woman pulled out his beating heart, and he was gone. After that, she sliced off his eyelid to pluck out both of his eyes and added it to her bag. She proceeded to harvesting the rest of the organs before untying the corpse. She got the 2 corpses and added them in another bag, and she went outside of the building and dumped the bag containing the dumpsters in the garbage. I'll making this as burger patties, the woman said to herself. She looked at the bloody sack filled with Dipper's organs. She removed her black mask and black. What the fuck? Okay, she removed her black mask and black suit, revealing as a Wendy's employee. She resembles like Mabel, but doesn't have braces. She went to the kitchen where she grinded and processed Dipper's body parts. She served them to people who ordered burgers. The twins' corpses wasn't discovered until the garbage man came to pick up the trash. Soon the restaurant was closed. After the discovery of the corpse, Stan grieved his great-nephew and great-niece. Their parents cried to their children's dead bodies. One was sentenced to death and did the same thing she did with Dipper. However, Dipper and Mabel lived happily as ghosts. They still haunt the empty building where Wendy's was once placed. Well, fuck, that actually wasn't as bad as Dipper Goes to Taco Bell, but it was still funny as fuck how I got interruptions. They're gonna hate me for posting Narnar's gonna hate me for posting this. But, yeah, hope you guys like that. I only vomited almost once in this story. Grand. But, yeah. Till next time, Neo Jacobson signing off. This is gonna take a long time to upload, and I'm sorry. Love y'all.